This 2 horsepower Ingersoll Rand air compressor is in need of an oil change, so let's take care of that. You will need an oil drain pan, a funnel, a 5mm hex socket with ratchet, some replacement non-detergent SAE 30 oil, and something to hold the whole compressor unit up to make draining easy. I used jack stands, but I don't recommend that because they became difficult to work with later. First, I'm going to run it a little bit to warm the oil up. It seems to not like the cold weather or old oil, so that limited the amount of time that it ran. After that, let most of the pressure out, and you should regularly be venting to prevent moisture buildup, so take the time to do that now, too. Next, elevate it in a way that will allow you to tip it later. When looking at these air hose connectors and gauges, the oil drain and fill will both be on the left. The drain plug accepts a 5mm hex head and is very small, so be careful not to drop it in the oil pan when it comes out. Removing the fill cap and dipstick combo will help this oil drain faster. Tipping the side with the drain plug down will help get most of the old oil out and speed up the draining. Once you're happy with how much oil has drained out, reinstall the drain plug. I could not find a torque spec for it, so I went with weak hand tight with minimal leverage. Clean the area so you can make sure that it's tight enough when you run it with the new oil added. Speaking of that, now's the time to add new oil. Place your funnel in the fill port and gradually add oil, checking the level regularly to make sure it hasn't been overfilled. I couldn't find if you were supposed to check the dipstick with a dip only or thread it in, but since those two are pretty close, I went with a level that was in the marked area for both dipped and threaded levels. If you overfill, you can drain a little out by taking the drain plug out. Since this oil is both viscous and not warmed up, it doesn't flow as fast as engine oil in a car. Still, it's easier to just avoid having to do that. Once the oil is filled to the correct level, you can run your air compressor again. Check for leaks at the oil drain plug and tighten if necessary. I usually do videos about maintaining cars, not air compressors, so if you're interested in that, consider subscribing and checking out this video.